Mick picked up a winner tonight for Kevin Pizzuto, Matty Groves. Good effort.
Yeah, no, he went well. He went well last week in Worker Company at Newcastle, and I really, enjoyed driving him, and Kev put me back on again tonight.
He got to the front early in the race, and you're able to back off the speed?
Yeah, he's still very green. He was, switches on and off, and sort of half around the corner he felt like he was gone, and then on top of the straight he ran away from him, and then sort of let him get back up to him again near the finish. But yeah, definitely got potential.
Sally Fletcher got off your back late. Were you worried? Did you think that she was going to be a danger?
I could feel her coming, and he just sort of kept lifting with her. I sort of wasn't really that worried he was going to get run down, but definitely made it close.
Nice way to celebrate your birthday and pick up a winner.
Yeah, definitely. No, I like coming down here when I can, so it was good to get a win today.
And what about Ultimate Art? He went around in the free for all. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, he got probably a bit further back than I thought he would, and the tempo sort of wasn't really hot enough through the middle stages, and they zipped home, and he just sort of never sort of was in a chance to make any ground. But he looked disappointing on paper, but he can do that in this grade every now and then. But yeah, I'm sure he'll bounce back.
So what do you do with him now?
I'll probably give him another run and then make up my mind then what we do with him after that.
You thinking of going to Perth with him?
I'm sort of leaning against it. Kirsty's leaning towards it. So yeah, we'll just see. We've still got plenty of time, but and in saying that, I want to make sure he's going to be up to the task too.
Would you consider going the other way and heading to New Zealand? Is he a stand-start proposition?
No, probably not. If we didn't go either way, probably turn him out and then bring him back for the new Miracle Mile Carnival after that. So.
All right, mate. And what did you think of him in Queensland?
Yeah, had no luck the first night. He was in a beautiful spot following the right horse, and unfortunately Bling It On sort of choked down and just lost my momentum before the sprint lane. He still only got beat 4 metres, so he didn't go too bad. Then in the Blacks of Fake, he drew bad and just punched around up the fence and just sort of went around for practice, so to speak.
Well, mate, congratulations for the win tonight. Well done.
Yep, thank you.
Bruce, Macy Supreme, she's flying at the moment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, her nickname's Serena Williams in the barn because she's such a big girl. So no, she's flying. Her attitude's good, her mind's good. She hasn't put a bad race in here for me, so she's going well.
Tonight, you just made the leader work just a fraction to get over.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah. Both horses probably couldn't work too much early, so worked out good for both of us. Yeah, we got a nice trip in transit, so it was good.
And she's got that really strong finish.
Yeah, she has, yeah. No, I'd like to see her in front again. I just think she's worthwhile giving another go in front. I don't think she's totally as weak as what we think she is, or not as weak, that's probably a bad word, as good as she's going, but I think she's a little bit tougher than she makes out.
So where does she go from here?
I think it's called the Baby Bling race next week, all mares, MOM1 mares or whatever it is next week, $30,000 race, so it'll be a nice race for her.
You've been able to, with the advantage of the draws last couple of starts, you've been able to drive her the way you want to. If she draws poorly in a race, what will your tactics be?
Yeah, it's hard to say. We'll see who's in there and what's going to happen early, and we'll sort of assess it from there. But look, I wouldn't be scared to come out from a wide draw and find a nice spot.
And what about this Menangle track compared to your experience in the States? How does it compare?
Yeah, look, different states, different countries and all that, it's very hard. Like, in America there's 10 good drivers on every track, and it's nice to drive against good drivers all the time. So probably being here, the downfall, I think, of racing here, I guess, if there's one, is everybody gets to go out there, and it's a little bit unpredictable what the drivers are going to do sometimes. And in America, you've got professional drivers in every single race, so it's just a little bit more professional that way. But great track, great facilities, can't fault it.
So do you think they should push towards professional drivers here in Australia?
100%. On the big tracks, I think it's better for the punters to know that they're getting a good driver going around on Saturday nights. Like if you get someone that's not so experienced going around on a Saturday night and they sort of do something out of the ordinary and the punters aren't happy. But I think to keep the punters happy, I think it'd be a great policy to have, say, 10, 15 leading drivers here that drove in all the races all the time. But, whether that could happen or not.
What about Jogers to the right? Scratched tonight, everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine there. Yeah, he's just I had to scratch 3 this week and they all drew 1, so go figure. But just a little bit of a virus going through the barn, but I've sort of confined it, so yeah.
Congratulations for the win tonight. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, Jim, this morning, Spirit and Desire, you didn't think you were going to be driving it, late pick-up drive, but it all worked out very nicely.
Yeah, that's right, Greg. I only had 2 of Ian's tonight and ended up with 6 drives, so Yeah, sorry, Blake.
Well, tell us a little bit about Spirit and Desire. She had been racing in Victoria for Blake, but she's back in New South Wales, and she got the run she liked tonight.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, Greg, I don't know much about her. I just asked Gavin before I went out because he's driven her before, and he sort of said, you know, she can sprint fairly quick, and she got a good run tonight, and that's what she did. She found the line really nice.
Where were you able to get away from the inside?
Mr. JC just started to struggle when they sprinted up round the corner. And just once we got right into the straight, Darren Elder sort of got away, and I was able to get out onto his back and then pull 3 wide and just got So Cool Harry right on the line.
Did you think you were going to get there with 100 to go?
I wasn't sure. She was still coming, but So Cool Harry still had a little bit of a lead. So I probably thought I wasn't, but right near the line, it got very close. I wasn't sure.
And when you pick up 4 drives on a night, and a lot of the horses you haven't driven before, how tough is it? How much form study do you have to try and cram in the afternoon?
Because I go around a lot, Greg, I'm probably pretty lucky. I know a lot of the horses, even though I might not have driven them. I know a lot of the horses and the horses that are racing, especially here at a Metro meeting. So I'm pretty lucky with the form-wise. As far as the horse's characteristics, obviously you're better once you have a couple of drives on the horse. But sometimes, you know, you get on horses and it's better not to know so much about them. You're just going with a fresh mind, and the horse might feel a bit different. So I was very lucky that she drew the inside tonight, Spirit Desire. She just got that easy run on the fence, and the gaps opened up, and she took full advantage of it.
Still a month to go in the season. How do you rate your season so far?
Yeah, not too bad, Greg. Obviously, it would have been better to get a few more Metro winners. Back 5 or 6 years ago, I ran second to Greg Bennett in the last year at Harold Park in the Metro Premiership. So I would like to get back to something like that, but it's obviously a lot harder here at Menangle now with McCarthy's and trainers like Tritton and Lauren and Todd and driving. So, you know, just hopefully just keep getting winners and just do the best we can.
Well, congratulations on the pickup drive tonight, Spirit and Desire. Well done.
Thanks, Greg.
Jared, Lombo Final Touch, picks up the MO win tonight.
Yeah, it was, he's been going good, but didn't expect him to win his MO so quick. You know, he's always seemed to be a model of consistency since I've had him, but just didn't know whether he was up to this grade. But he proved tonight he is. He
finished very strongly, and the time was very quick.
Yeah, no, it was a quick time. He sort of always just puts a flat spot in, sort of around the gate to the top of the straight. He'd done that again today, but when I eased him out, he sort of really found the line. And it's one good thing about him; he's such a good trier.
When you first got him, did you think that he's a 152 and change sort of horse?
No, he was always a nice horse, but I give him his first start at Goulburn, and he went 55 for the longer trip, and he was just jogging. I thought, that was a bit of a surprise, you know, because he didn't ever show too much in track work. And since then, he sort of sat in the death one day at Canberra. I know it was probably not up to MO grade, but still the way he done it, like he beat Huge Attitude that night, and I'd been driving Huge Attitude, so I knew he was going good. I thought he just kept getting better, you know.
C3, C5 grade here at Menangle on a Saturday night is pretty hard to win. You've won the MO, but you can still go around in those C3, C5s now. Yeah,
I think it's probably a bit of a too big a step up in grade now to chuck him straight into the M1s. So yeah, he'll probably go back and just run in the 3 to 5s, and like he's going to be consistent in any race he's in because he's such a good trier. But I don't really want to chuck him in the deep end just yet. But like there's M1 horses racing in the 3 to 5s, like our Smart Caesar and that, they're M1s. So sometimes they're just as hard to win.
What about his versatility? That's a big key with him, isn't it? It doesn't matter where you draw, you can drive him the way it suits the race.
Yeah, well, he usually was an on-pace sort of runner, like in the chair or leader, but chucking him in at the deep end here, I thought I better just drive him a bit quieter, and both runs last week he hit the line like caged line, and then today, so yeah, he's very versatile.
Week to week sort of proposition, he'll just back up again next week?
Yeah, I'd sort of planned on taking him to Queensland sort of in another 2 or 3 weeks. I was going to try and win a QO and a Q1 up there with him and then bring him back, but sort of after tonight, that's canned that idea.
Well, mate, congratulations with the win. Well done tonight. Just quickly, double event, didn't get much luck?
No, he sort of, there's a bit of gate speed there. I didn't think he would get crossed, but he did, and yeah, he just never saw daylight, but I think next week he'll be better for that.
All right, mate, congratulations with the win tonight with Lombo Final Touch. Well done.
No worries, thanks a lot, Greg.
David, big performance tonight from My General Lee.
It was an absolute massive performance by him. He's a beautiful horse. I didn't expect him to go that good. He come out the gate in 26.4 and push forward. He sat outside him and still got home in 26.8. What a beautiful horse.
Just having a look at a few of the way the free-for-alls have been run here, especially with Better Bet Black in the race, he tends to burn that very fast first quarter, but then slams the brakes on down the back straight. And the horses that are up outside him are the ones that are performing well in the races. Did you have that in the back of your mind?
Yeah, I kind of did. I knew Better Bet Black wasn't like he's always punching out the gate. He's one of the fastest horses off the mobile arm, Better Bet Black, and I knew once he got to the front, he never usually hands up. But after we went that 26.4, I was in two minds whether or not to have a bit of a punch for the front, and Darren McCall grabbed hold straight away, and so I kind of just went up and had a bit of a dig for the lead, and it wasn't there. But he got fired up then and took off. So he wasn't able to grab hold and get a 32 quarter in. Then he was running along at a nice tempo.
I think tonight my general lead proved that he's not a one-trick pony. He's a horse that has a couple of dimensions to him, and he doesn't have to go back at the start and come with a one run.
No, he doesn't. He's at the end of the day, he can sit outside him, he can lead, he can come from last. He's just a nice horse all around. Just in the Pepper Tree Farm Group Breeders' Challenge Group 1 5 weeks ago. He drew out wide, and I thought he would have come out the gate a little bit better. It wasn't my intentions to go back at the start, but when Robbie obviously went forward and got the front, and I had the Art of Confusion on the inside of me, and it beat me out, and I thought, well, it's not going to hand up the chair once it gets there. May as well just go back and try and drive him how we usually do our normal customs and come with that one last run. But they got things too easy up front, and like he probably still went home in 26.3, 26.2 himself. He's just a nice horse.
So what do you think he can to take that step to that next level now? Like, are we talking open class, top level, Group 1 sort of class?
Oh, I think he's definitely going to be competitive in them. Yes, that's.
What about your performance individually during the week? You picked up the 100th winner for the season with Tulajur Dawn. Massive performance, and the first time you've raised your bat.
Yeah, that's correct. First time I've actually broke me 100 maiden. It's been a massive week. I've driven 8 winners this week, so it's been really good. Long season, very stressful, but I got there. And
look, you've had great support from a number of trainers, haven't you?
Oh, a number of trainers, owners, different drivers, and especially my family. They've just stood behind me and gave me all the support I need. They've been sensational.
Mate, it has been a cracking 12 months for you with the birth of your son as well. So, mate, well done on the 100 winners. Well done on the win tonight. No doubt there's many more winners to come.
Thanks very much, Greg. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Luke, nice way to finish the night. 3 winners for you.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. Had a good night.
Makes every sense. Was the last winner. Very impressive, and she sprinted home quite quickly.
Yeah, I just said to the boys then, it's probably as good as she's felt, for any of her runs this year. She's had a good year. She sort of won a heat of the Oaks and heat of the Breeders' semi-final of the Breeders' Challenge, and wasn't lucky enough to win a Group 1, but she had a good season anyway.
I think it's going to mean a bit to John Gibson as well.
Yeah, for sure. He hasn't been in the best of health lately, and hope that picks up Johnny and to all the Gibson family.
What's the plans with her? Do you just keep her ticking over until the end of the season?
Yeah, we just thought we'd give her a couple of runs in the 3-year-old races here, and just give it. She was up and fit and well, and then she'll go off to stud to get an embryo flushed out of this year, and she'll come back and race at full.
All right, Epaulette, another impressive winner for the stable.
Yeah, he's a really nice horse. He's sort of. We've had him in the barn since a yearling, and he's just taken plenty of time with him. He was very small as a young horse, and he's grown into a lovely big horse now. He's a brother to Fleur de Lille, and I think he should go through the grades.
Yeah, he'll keep pressing around before the end of the season?
Yeah, I'd like to get him sort of through to about C7 if we could, and then he can have a little break.
And what about Glenferrie College? Picked up a drive for Dean Braun?
Yeah, it's good to drive a winner for Brawny, and it went really nice, and it's picked up its MO, so that was good.
Interesting runner you drove tonight, Cruz Bromack. Got crossed at the start and never got out. There's fairly big wraps on him. What sort of field did he give you?
Yeah, really good. If he'd have drawn anywhere but one, if he could have just settled in the running line handy, I think he wins quite easy. He felt really good.
Well, mate, congratulations with the 3 wins. You're putting some pressure on Todd in that Metropolitan Premiership. Is that one you're eyeing off at the moment?
Oh, not really, mate. We've been away so much, I didn't even know we were so close. So he might be asking for me drives, so I might have to give him a few drives.
Mate, congratulations. It's been a good week for you. Well done.
Thank you.